Hi, good
Full
morning.
send. Hi.
I love you.
God, I love you. I'm so happy to be here.
Everyone, this is my very good soul sister, Lindsay Stump. Lindsay, there are so many things that you are so bright in. Tell everybody like what your current passion and purpose and all of that stuff is.
Oh, gosh. So current passion
Currently.
is yes. Um I've transitioned to doing self-discovery coaching, which is it's kind of broad because it's tailored individually to everybody. We start with human design, we deal with some shadow work, which is something I'm becoming even more passionate about. Um, just started today working on a course. So I'm really excited for that because that's something that changed my whole life. So I want to just bring it to everybody else and creating connections and getting in rooms with people that align. Like that's just something I've been really stepping into lately.
Yes, that's where it's at. You just had a speaking, um, what was it? You just spoke in front of a whole shitload of women and
Yes, I did. In Wisconsin Dells in February, I spoke at the Dream Big conference, which was put on by the Juliet Connection, which the whole reason I got there was because I made a connection, and then that person was speaking about me in a room that mattered. And then that got me to go to the conference. And it was one of those things that the universe is like, hey, girl, I'm giving you an option here. You can either stay where you're at or you can keep growing. And I like sacrificed something that I've done every single year for the past 13 years so I could step into what's next for me. And that has opened doors that you wouldn't even imagine.
oh
Just
yeah,
wild.
amazing. And what is the Juliet connection is that or
Yep. So it was created by a couple of women that were just like creating, wanted connection with other women. And they're getting speakers every month and they're putting on events and they're now expanding into a soul sister where they're doing traveling as groups of women and doing more retreat things and stuff. And they have chapters like all over currently the state and they also offer virtual. So it's been really great just meeting new women and doing fun things. Like one of the things that I'll be doing with one of the women soon is an escape room. She's always wanted to do an escape room. So just like things like that, like things you're that are on your bucket list that you want to do, these women are here to be like, I'll go with you, because sometimes your closest friends are like, well, that's weird or,
sure.
whatever. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. It's just like finding connections with new people. And you
Yeah.
and I were talking last week about the connection thing because it's just wild how even like how long ago did we meet? Like what that was like 2018
Yeah.
in there.
That's when everything started to transform.
Yeah,
Yep.
for both of us, we're very much like our journeys kind of started the same time and we met each other at a one of our friends threw us a business shower is what it was. And we
Yep.
got to like meet people from the community and hang out with each other. And then after that, it was just like we did beach body together. Like we started doing that type of stuff together. And then I would come because at the time, let's see, you live in Greenwood.
Greenwood. Well, now I live in Willard.
Okay, okay, that's right. Willard, which is awesome because that is where my some of my bloodlines are from. So I just thought that it's a tiny little place where, not many people. So I just thought that was really cool. Another like connection. But like throughout these last years since we've known each other, like you and I have always been connected. Like it never, we went our like ways with like what we've learned so far. And I think that a lot of the things that we do complement each other so well. And it's a sistership, it's a soul sisterhood, like you said. I mean, And when you have like the Juliet connection, a place like that to like actually find those connections. We stumbled upon each other like by divinity. And that's
Yeah,
usually
for
how it
sure.
works, you know?
Yes. Yep.
Um and then just to like see your journey unfold and what you've been doing, the directions you've been taking is just it's so good. It's so good. I'm so inspired by you. I'm so like you light fires and you're just who you are is medicine. So you are very much versed in the human design and have been studying that for a while. That is so okay, you and my other Lindsay. I'm like my Lindsays are my human design like gurus, you know. So what is your for people that don't know what human design is, can you explain that?
Yeah. So human design, it takes astrology and the like Chinese chakra system and physics, like all the things, like, and puts it all together. So it's like I used to be super big into astrology, and then it was like, wait, there's so much more than that. So then when I found out about human design, rabbit hole. Like I need to know all the
Yeah,
things. So it makes so much more sense to me because it aligns all the things. So it's, your birthday, place and time, and how you were designed in that moment when you were born.
right.
And
Based on your position in the planet and like your position to the divine and the like the solar system and all of these planets and stars and things, it's pretty
yeah,
wild.
it's so crazy. And the more I look into it and the more I learn about like myself, it just blows my mind every single day because it's like, okay, like that's why I do this, or that's why I love this sort of environment. So it's just been so great.
Yeah, it does. What are you as far as your
I am a manifester. So
okay, that makes
that was
sense.
something, yeah, that was something too that it made life make more sense since manifestors are 8% of the population. I didn't necessarily fit in with everybody else all the time. So I've really been owning that a lot more and understanding like my 3-5 that I need to do the things and make mistakes and learn from them. So
Yes. So if somebody wants to like figure out their human design with you, how do they like do that?
they could actually go to my website, which is lindseystump.co, and click on Energy Map. And then that'll give me all the information. And then I follow up via email with all their information for them.
You're awesome. That's so slick. Because like when I first heard about it, I'm like, wait, what? What do I got to do? And I
Yeah.
remember going into like the website and typing in my birthday and place and time and all that stuff. And then it gave me like a synopsis of who I am, basically.
Yep. And like, you can go and do that, but then, people are like, I did
Yeah.
that. And like, this doesn't make sense to me. So I help really make it make sense.
Thank
Like,
you. Yes, because it is.
language you
It,
understand.
yes, this like I need that type of like direction when it comes to this because um I had looked into it years ago, I remember, and then my other Lindsay, like she really got into it, and she and I are both generating manifestors. So, anytime she'd get like an energy update, she'd send it to me and tell me what it said. So I kind of know, but
Mhm.
so what are they? They're different like the labels that they use. What
Yeah. So there's the manifester, then there's a manifesting generator, and there's a generator, a projector, and a reflector. Reflectors are the most rare. They're like 1%. Projectors are about 20, and then the manifesting generators and generators are 70. So
yeah,
they make up the majority because they have the energy to keep things going.
sure.
So that's
Yeah.
like why we need more generators and manifesting generators, which the manifesting generator is a hybrid. So it's aspects of two, which
Yep.
is just really great too. But
It is. It is. And it's like, but everything that happens or everything that I do, I'm like, oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. And it's all the time, I'm like, yeah. But
Yep.
like as a manifester, isn't it like very important what you speak?
Yes, it is. And to just really honor my authenticity in things. Like I've learned that that is something that I really need to own up to because I'm not made to be like a wallflower by any means,
Sure.
or even tell people what I'm doing until I'm doing it. And that was really hard because it's like people would be like, you're changing what you're doing again, or like
Sure.
whatever. And it's like, well, I wasn't, I'm not made to do the same thing my whole life. And it's okay to like change course and do things. And as long as you're following what feels good to you, like that's what matters. And really leading the path and giving people permission that it's okay to be themselves. Like that's so important for me.
That's it. That's the ticket. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because allowing
Yeah.
people to be themselves opens up all doors possible for authenticity.
Yeah. Like, so before I even was in, like, got like into human design, like I had done some work and then I had got myself set up at a place. I went to Madison to this like weekend event and I was terrified because it was no one that I knew except for like the coach that I was working with. And I went early for like the VIP dinner for the whole experience. And after dinner, they're like, okay, we're going to do an ask. Everybody's going to go around the table and do an ask. And I was like, you want me to do what? Like, I can't speak in front of these people that like I'm admiring because you're successful in like all of these ways. And then I was the last person at the table to speak. And the whole time, like, I am like, just all this energy is building up in me. And with tears flowing out of my eyes, I just asked them, please don't let me stay small. And they were like, we've got you, And then when I learned about my human design and as a manifester, that's one of the biggest things they have to overcome is they are not made to stay small. So then I'm like, this is a full circle freaking moment here. Like, okay, like I knew, like my soul knew that's what I needed. But then I have this confirmation now that, like, that is what I needed. And every one of those women that were at that table have not let me stay small. I mean, the one gal, like, she's been like, my friend Christy has been such an impact to me the last like 2 years. Like I asked her to hold the board so I could break an arrow with my throat like that. Like, will you please do this for me because like you have helped me get here. So that was just
Oh,
all those things, like
yeah. Connections again.
yeah,
By being vulnerable. Whew, is that not like the fucking pathway to healing?
yeah.
If we just,
You have to.
you have to. And then once you do it, like how scary is it?
Like
Like
once you
once,
get it out, it's
yeah,
such a relief. Like it was like when I said those words, it was like I could breathe again.
1,000
It was
pounds of weight lifted.
Yeah. And then like the next morning, I walked into that room like wearing it was I that first day I wore a red shirt, like I was bold, I was present. And then the last day it was this our theme was to show up authentically you. And I walked in with my like tribal pants on and my black shirt and my black hat and I stood straight, walked with confidence. And after the fact, hearing people say, like, when I saw you walk in, I knew there was something about you. But it was holding myself in that moment and getting that confidence from these other women that I didn't even know. Like, it's so crazy what can happen when you put yourself in a room and you give yourself permission to feel.
Yeah. Yeah. How inspiring. And we
Absolutely.
don't, like you said, get confidence from other people. I know that's not exactly what you meant because
Yeah.
like you inspire confidence in other people to show up as themselves, and that there is no greater gift on this earth. There
Yeah,
is
and I
no
think it
greater
was
gift.
it was more like the feeling safe in the space, right?
Yeah.
Like because there's a difference when you walk into a room and you can as soon as you walk in you feel the judgment in the eyes. And then there's the experience when you walk into a room and you feel yourself and you feel like everyone in this room is the same as me.
Yes. You
Like it's
feel the
just
warmth and the love and the acceptance and yep. It's who you hang with, like my mom always
yeah,
said.
right. It really is. Like I think you posted about that this morning,
I
right?
did. I did
Yeah.
because I mean it is. And like what I'm noticing, especially coming through that grief of losing her, like for so many months, I'm just like, man, no people, no people.
Mhm.
I don't wanna, I wanna grieve by myself because like I can't, it's really hard for me to people and it's really hard for me in this state of grief to protect my energy from other people's shit.
Mhm.
So, but now, it's funny in the last couple months, I just like I'm like, that's not me though, because I'm a people-y person. I love people.
Mhm.
And I don't want to be like recluse for the rest of my life, but I feel that seclusion and that like, dealing with and processing and feeling all of the stuff, like I really, really had to hunker down and do that so that I could follow my mother's advice and fucking fly. Like, let's go. That is the only thing she ever wanted for me. And the thing that she instilled in me over and over and over is be yourself and follow your heart. None of the rest of this shit matters.
Well, I mean, your mom was a wise woman,
Mic
right?
drop,
Like,
Barbara Jean, okay?
yeah, for real. But it's so true. There's so much to that.
Yeah.
And like on the grief side of things, like you gotta you need to feel that. Like you can't mask it. And if sometimes like that being alone like is what you needed, like that's okay because we all grieve different.
Yes. And
But like showing up is huge.
it is. And grief is just it's not just about, I mean, we can grieve a lot of different things. It might not be like the loss of our favorite person or, an animal or something like that. It might be the shattering of our old belief system.
Yeah.
Like I see that happening everywhere, especially for people who have um idolized people like in Hollywood. Like all these
Yeah.
yucky truths are coming out and it's like, man, and you can't believe it. Like, no, they wouldn't. That can't be possible. And your whole truth is just exploded. And you can grieve that because I've experienced that, in the last since I'll say it, like the Epstein files. I have not read any of it, not engaged, not da 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 da, but a few people that have inspired me along my healing path have been mentioned. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to burn all my books. And is everything like that I have known and learned like to come to be true in my life? Is it actually like, is it all just fucking lies based on somebody who's like involved in some awful, evil bullshit? So a few weeks ago, I just kind of like, I had to like, I don't want to say puke it out, but I did. Like, I just bawled my eyes out because I'm like, what does this mean? What does it
Right.
mean? And grief will have a guy doing that.
Yeah. I mean, and it goes from that to, like I had grief when I sold my nutrition club and like the last day that I worked a shift there. Like I was, one of my bait.
Why can't I hear
And
you?
it was so hard.
Oh my gosh. I didn't hear any of that. I don't know if it recorded or not. As soon as you started talking, it was like, man.
Well, I hope so. No,
But
because
like
like
when
it
you
was,
sold your nutrition club, which I got to see you, like I met you right at that time and got to
hmm
see you like nurture and tend to and like mother that, foster that growth there. What a beautiful thing.
it really was. And it was hard to step away from, because it was my baby. But without leaving that behind, I couldn't step into what was next for me. And it was as soon as I gave myself permission and said, I'm done, things started just flying in
Yep.
like nobody's business.
Manifester.
Like, what's
Yes. And
happening?
going back to like as a manifester, what you speak manifests. So that's why I said like you have to be very, very careful about what you say because if you're in a low vibe and you say some shit that isn't in alignment, like
Yeah,
you are calling in that energy basically, right?
right. And honestly, we can all do that. Like, because in human design, everybody has a way to manifest. So I am a specific manifester. So what I want, I need to be very specific with. Um, my friend she's also a manifester, but she is a non-specific. So she has to like just understand that what she sees might not be what the universe provides, but it'll be better. And it's really hard sometimes when you've got a vision and then the universe is like, meh, I'm gonna adjust this.
Yes, yes. And the trick is like not getting caught up in that like dip. Like, oh God, no,
Yeah.
that wasn't my plan. The like the mistrust for the universe,
Yeah. And really understanding that what happens, it happens for you, not to you. Like reframing that for me has been definitely one of the things that has changed because it's something really shitty might happen. It's like, okay, what is this teaching me? I know there's something here. It's
Yes,
really sucks right now, but
yes.
like
Yes,
it ends up
so
coming
much of that.
through.
That is, I love, love, love that you brought that up. It's divine that you brought that up. It's aligned that you brought that up because have you read the Energy Codes by Dr.
Mm,
Sue Morter?
no.
Get it in your cart right now because I've been devouring it and I am absolutely mind blown. It is all of it. It is all of it
Okay.
wrapped into one. And if every single one of us read this book and apply the materials to our life, the whole fucking world will heal like immediately. Immediately. It's so good. It's all of it, all of the things. It's
And we need
personal,
that.
like energy work, it's personal, like feeling, some like when something happens, just allowing. And it's by Dr. Sue Morter. She's a chiropractor. But she explains that if we just shift our perspective, our perception, when anything happens in our life, whether it's good or bad, like I lost my job. This is the best thing that could have happened to me right now because that's all it is. Like something with that energy, with that perspective, you are opening your energy to receive that. When somebody passes or there's an accident or whatever it is, yes, it fucking sucks and you really do have to feel it like, how does it make you feel in your body? And then, let it out in the healthiest way you can find. But like you do have to feel it. But just all of a sudden you have this awareness, like the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, took this obstacle and shifted it, moved it aside so that I can continue on my divine aligned journey in the ways
Yeah,
that light
exactly.
me up, in the ways that like blow my heart wide open and inspire me and make me want to just live the shit out of this life?
For like exactly like right down to like this slow car made me miss being in this accident. Like, like those types of things. Like in yeah, you're really pissed off that you're behind a farmer right now and you're doing 20 miles an hour, but like if you wouldn't have been, like there's so
Yes.
I try to even frame that like when I'm in a situation, I'm like, okay, like thanks, thank you God for like saving me from something that might have hurt me, or
Yeah.
letting me see this eagle on my journey because I was going 20 and not 55. Like,
Exactly. Like seeing those obstacles as because I can't remember where I think it was like a Joe Dispenza book, but he talked about how we're going down the road and we're just driving and we come up behind somebody that's going 20 miles an hour and it's like bam, 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 you motherfucker, get out of my way. And that's your perspective of it. Well, you're this person that's in this car and you just got the worst news of your life and you're just driving trying to get home. And all of a sudden, this fucking maniac comes up behind you and they're honking, they're flipping you off, and they blow your doors off. And it's like the duality of that and the two different perspectives. Like you just don't know. You just
right,
don't
like
know why the universe, God is doing this, but it's not without purpose. It's not without reason. It's not for your highest possible good and your highest possible outcome. And if we just look at everything like that, holy shit.
yeah,
That's it.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Like learning to lean in and trust that there is something so much more than us. And even on the hard days,
When
like,
everything's out of control, or we're
yeah,
just like hyper focused on the fact that everything's out of control because, hey, look around. Everything's out of control anyway. You know?
yeah,
I mean,
like
I
we
take,
can't help it.
right, we can't. And if that's not, like, whoo, you do what you're doing out there, and I'm going to make sure that I can control what I can control in here.
And that's where it is. It's like being safe here is what matters. Like the rest of that outside chaos is gonna be there. But as long as
Yeah.
you feel safe, like at home with yourself,
Yes.
that's where the gold is.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
prime.
And then when we foster that relationship with ourselves, it opens up the doors for those connections we've been talking about. Like it's just like all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, because we're not meant to do this alone. Yes, we
Right.
all have something different to offer, but we're still just walking each other home and we need
Mm-hmm.
help the whole way.
Yeah. And like finding your people, that's huge. And
Ugh.
one of the things too is like I get so frustrated sometimes and I'll be like, this person's like, well, this person's doing what I'm doing now, or this person's doing what I was doing. And it's like, hey, like, that's okay. Like, the more the merrier. Yes, please. Can we offer more of these services? Because someone that aligns with you may not align with me. And if
Yes.
I can be like, hey, I don't think I can do that, but my friend Jenna is really great at this. Like, we
Yes.
need that.
Doesn't
Like,
that feel so good? And I've
it
seen
does.
like, and it's a matter of like compassion and having compassion for, the ones that do this. But when you are on like a self-guided like spiritual journey, when you finally like had enough of your own shit and you're trying to find your best possible highest way home, it's like all these people come in to show us like how what we all already are or what we're growing past or and those that get like pissy or just like compare levels or what others are doing or compare where you're at in your journey. I mean, there are so many people that offer like energy healing, for example. But here's what I will tell you is there are no two practitioners the same. There are no two practitioners that offer the same. It's never going to be the same experience. So, like
No.
people who have had a bad experience maybe with like Reiki or something like that. Ooh, that's not good. That I did not like that. Well, it just wasn't a match. Like that person just wasn't a match for you. And that's okay.
That or they weren't ready. Like that's
Yeah.
the other thing.
Yes.
Like you see so many people like so every time I see this book, I just pick it up and I like hand it out because it's like can you just go read this? Like I mean,
Yes, it's so good.
it like there's just so many things that it's like I love you, but I can't help you. Like, because you're not ready to help yourself. Like, I can give
Yes.
you this tool, and this tool, or send you to this person, this person, this person. But if you're not ready here, like, none of it's going to help.
So let me ask you this, Lindsay. How many times did it take you to learn that? To
A lot.
learn. Like, I can help everybody, right? I can carry the weight of the world on my shoulders if you just do this, 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 and this. But why aren't you doing that? But why aren't you doing that? Oh my gosh, your journey is weight I should carry on my shoulders because you're not doing the fucking thing to help yourself. And this is just really depleting.
But, like, for real, though, like, learning that, like, I'm going to love you where you're at, but I'm also not going to continue to enable you.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
That's it.
and that's, yeah, like, that's,
If you want help, no matter what it is, I don't care if it's help fucking raking the pine cones up out of the yard. Like help yourself. If you want help, you have to be willing to look in the mirror. Self-reflection. What am I contributing to my own life, to my own growth, to my own health, to my own vibration? What am I contributing? If it's nothing, nobody can fucking do it for you. Nobody's coming to save you. It's you have to like in my experience for me, I always have to hit a rock bottom or like a, oh, I am so sick of my own shit. That's what
yeah,
happens every time for me. And I
yeah.
feel that people that are like that are my people.
Right. Like, I mean, I went through it really hard, like the end of 2021 into 2022, where I kind of fell off of all the things because I was going through my own grief journey. And I was doing the things, I was carrying everything for everybody else. I wasn't feeling anything for myself, which manifested into physical symptoms that nobody could figure out and all of this. And until I continued to do the work, got back into the work, faced all of those shadows, all of those fears, all of those feelings. Not until I did that was I back to myself. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah, the shadow. Let's talk about the shadow work.
ooh, the
Shadow
hardest
work.
work you'll ever do. Yeah,
Yes.
it's,
Ew.
yeah,
Ew.
like
But what's on the other side of it is just so beautiful.
it really is. It gives you that vision to be able to see that there's so much more. And once you can start calling yourself out on your own bullshit because you're doing the work, it changes everything.
Everything like shadow work basically is just shining the light on the parts of you that like resonate with low vibration, right? The parts of
Yeah.
you
And
that are hung up on like the past and things that happened in your life in a negative way. You can't see like the silver lining or maybe the blessing that came out of it yet. But that's
yeah,
what's
or
on the
like
other
when,
side of it, right?
yeah, and like you look at someone and you like get that jealous feeling. That's a you thing.
That's a
That's not a
you
them
thing,
thing.
baby girl. Shit. Like, and then
Yeah.
gossiping too, like talking about somebody. So you just get a jealous feeling. A lot of us will just like, but some people are like, oh, look at her hair. Look at her. Or whatever. I mean, as
Yeah.
women, I think we feel it like a lot more. There's a lot more pressure because there's a lot more like, this is what the epitome of health looks like. And it's, Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah, right. But it is it's like once you start looking inside and figuring out what your triggers are, like I seem to get triggered a lot by someone that does this or someone that does that. Like when I was like going through like the nutrition club journey, that was something that really there was a lot of triggers in there and it was a me thing. Was why is this person growing faster than I am or why is this happening for them and not for me? I wasn't doing the same kind of work that they were doing. I wasn't in the same kind of place that they were in. It was a me thing, not a them thing. I had no reason to be like, oh, that person's just like that and they're getting it all handed to them. No, they weren't. They were doing the work. Like,
Yep, it just looked different, right?
yeah. So it was like starting to really just call myself out on that. Like, hey, like I see something in them that I need in myself. So how can I change that? And just continuing with that like every single day. And it's like, okay, like
Yes.
why does this person drive me bananas? And there are going to be some people that just drive you bananas.
Yeah, yeah.
But a lot of times,
Sometimes it's not a you thing.
yeah, but the majority, it's a you thing.
Yeah. Yep, it is. It is. Anything that triggers us means there's still work to do, and that is the shadow. That is like
Hmm.
shining light on the stuff that really, is like makes us feel in a certain type of way. And it
And
will
it's,
normally always show up in other people before we're able to see it in ourselves. But it's like, hey, every time you have a shitty thought or a shitty judgment or a shitty whatever, it's like, wait a minute, how am I being that way? And you
yeah,
get
give me
to
that
a
mirror.
point where it's like, oh, how many times have I had to call myself out today? That's disgusting,
For
And you do,
real.
like, you get sick of your own shit, and the only way out is up.
Right. And like starting it is scary because it's hard things a lot. Like there's
It
some
is.
hard stuff that come out of that. And it's almost like we talked about like a grief journey. Like you're leaving that part of you, like that darkness, that part of you, you're coming out a different human. Like,
Yeah.
and in my opinion, a much better, brighter human.
Yes,
Like it's worth it. It's
it is.
worth diving deep, embracing that suck for that little bit of time to come out on the other end.
It is. Grief is such a beautiful teacher. Such a
Yeah.
beautiful teacher because you just don't know. You don't know how it's going to hit you or where it's going to come from or whatever, but having compassion for yourself in those moments are how you learn the lesson that grief is trying to teach us.
Yep.
And
And a
honestly,
lot of times they'll be like, go ahead.
everybody's grieving something, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to just have compassion for whatever somebody else may be grieving will often be like, oh, and to have a compassion for myself,
Hmm.
you know? And shadow work too is like calling yourself out doesn't mean you're like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. I'm such an idiot. What the fuck is wrong with me? Like you cannot like woo go away like jump over you gotta land before you
Yeah.
start tumbling into like the negative self-talk and all that stuff too, because it can be a slippery slope. It
Yeah.
can
There's a
be.
lot of grace in there too. You got to
Yes.
give yourself a lot of grace because
Yeah.
you're changing. Like, and people around you,
Are seeing it.
yes, and they're either going to judge you for it because they're not ready to do the work, or they're going to cheer you on and
Grow
knowing
or
the
be
difference.
outgrown.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and that's hard because it's like I love these people with all of my heart, but I'm not here anymore.
Yeah. Which brings up a
And
whole
then,
nother type of grief.
yeah, like, and it's hard because it's like you will get sucked back into those old patterns sometimes,
Yep.
which is okay, but you now have the tools and you know that like I don't like it here. Like it is way better over here.
Yes, like it doesn't feel good to like continue, having to lower your vibration in order to vibe with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you outgrow relationships and like you begin honoring yourself and setting boundaries and like that's a no for me. And then you start like actually listening to that inner voice that says, you get invited to something and you're like, "Ugh, I really don't want to do that." And then actually
Mhm.
saying, oh, thank you. But that's not where my energy's at. I really just don't want to do that. You don't have to say fucking why or whatever. You don't.
Yeah.
And you don't have
You
to be
definitely don't.
apologetic. I'm still learning that because I always feel like everything needs an explanation, which is a trauma response. You know,
For
you
sure.
feel like
Like,
you have to over explain yourself in the event that somebody might not understand me. Man, I've been
yes,
misunder motherfucking stood my whole life. Like, why?
right? Like,
This is, I mean, yeah, it's just,
accepting a compliment
yeah, isn't it?
without being like, oh, this old thing. Like,
Right. I paid 2.99 for that. Or, oh gosh, no, you know, oh, but you, or, you know, like,
yeah,
I mean,
that's
I love conversations that are like, I don't know if you've ever, do you know who, oh God, now I'm gonna forget her name, Laura Cleary and, they hang out with like Charlie Kirk, or not Charlie Kirk,
okay.
Charlie Barron's. Charlie
Oh, okay.
Barron. Like, they
Yeah.
do like comedy stuff. Anyway, they have this skit where they like see each other walking down the street. She's like, "Oh my God, I love your hair," and the other one's like, "Oh my God, your skin is glowing," and they just like take it over the top, and it is wildly hilarious. But I just love like it's a vibe. I mean, being able to accept a compliment can be very, very hard.
Yes.
And, you know, like once you do, usually it's coming from people that are like, you're a reflection of the people that, and so matching that energy kind of comes second nature, like after you're around people that just do that. And
Yeah.
then you, like, once it happens so often, you just become like more accepting of that and more like, okay, maybe
Yeah.
I can
And it's
take a
like a
compliment.
simple thank you is okay. Like,
Yes.
you know, and it's hard because we have been conditioned so much, or trauma response or whatever it may be, that like, yeah, like you get so uncomfortable. It's like I
I
got
know. And
pit sweat. I don't know what's
here's
happening.
this is what I did like to help myself like get over that was I mean it is like you get it's like direct light energy like being sent right to your heart a compliment like that and I'm like oh my God I love you like that's my response to that and that is honestly like responding in that way wasn't inauthentic at all because it's
Right?
like
Not yeah.
like what?
'Cause- yeah.
I mean
Like
people
thank
are
you.
so like so many people are just like they'll tell you what they think when it's about something negative or blah, 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 blah. But tell me what you think when it's something loving and positive and something like you're lit up about. Those are the relationships I want,
For
you know?
sure. Like I don't love being in a place where it's like, did you hear about this person,
Yeah.
or whatever. And yeah, you get sucked into it once in a while.
Yep.
Like you
Yep.
do. It's
I know.
just
Family
human nature.
holidays and
Yeah.
like
Like,
yeah.
it but it's like I don't necessarily align with that. Like, and a lot of times I really could care less.
Yeah.
Like, because then it's like, okay, like you're talking about these people like this. Like, what are you doing when I walk away from the table?
Yep. Exactly. Like that doesn't their energy doesn't change unless I mean like ew, that's not I always
Yeah.
just kind of say like something loving about the person they're talking about. It shifts
Yeah. And there's a difference
or
between
how
like,
I have compassion or empathy for that person,
yeah,
but
because
not to
like,
not engage.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. It's like, I just, a lot of times it's like, if it's like someone that I know, it's either like, what are you even talking about? Or it's like, you don't understand what they're going through. Like, and
Yep.
it's back to looking at that shadow, like, back at looking at your ego
Absolutely.
and all of those things. Like, what are you, and sometimes I'll be like, what are you missing in your life that you were so
I know. Oh, I
hell-bent
know.
on this person?
Yes, yes, I know. And we all see it, especially like when we are like life in a small town. We'll have,
hmm
you know, like where everybody just kind of knows everybody and everybody's like into everybody's business, you know.
Yeah, it's not like Cheers either.
No, it's not. I mean, yeah, everybody
Everybody
knows
knows
your
your
name.
name.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like you gain a sense of compassion for all humans alike when you work on your shadow. I remember it was one of my very first, very early on in my journey. I was taking a life coaching course, and I think I think that's what it was. He said, what if somebody walks into your office and wants help and they are a murderer? What if they're a rapist? What if they are have done the most horrible things? What if they're at their wits' end and they just need some help? What do you do? And I'm like, holy smokes. Like, I will never forget that because, man, I'm like, if I know from my own personal journey that people have the innate ability to change. We were made to grow and change in the search of love and the highest frequency possible. That's what we're here for in this meat suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that kind of opened my eyes up, but it also like helped with, imposter syndrome too, because like how can I help somebody if, I've done this or I'm still doing this or, not complete, like I'm not fucking healed. I'm not Jesus Christ himself yet. So how can I help anybody, you know?
Right.
But it goes back to like we're walking each other home and putting love into like the parts of us, the shadowy parts that aren't in alignment with our highest divine nature. Like, man,
Hmm.
that's the ticket and it sucks, but what happens when we do that for ourselves is it heals the generations above us and the generations below us. I mean, trauma is like
Exactly.
shit that rolls downhill, but the
Hmm.
healing of it, whether it happened within your generation or not, like that heals the energetic ties and connections, the bloodlines, that helps heal the bloodlines to that. And if that's not like that's how we help heal the world.
Yeah. And we need to just keep continuing showing up doing that. Cause like there'll be things like people, like you said, like all those things. It's like you want to look at it and be like, who hurt you?
Yes,
Like what
but it's
happened to
true.
you?
Somebody
Yeah,
hurt
like
you.
like what caused you to do, like there's so much deeper
Yeah.
and like learning all about it. It's like, okay, like there was something that happened somewhere. Also, can I get your birth time, place, and location? Like, can
Right.
can we have that?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, isn't it? And when you like kind of dive into this stuff, like everything that we've learned along the way, whether it's like astrology or human design or even like people that have like pain or dis-ease in certain parts of their body. I mean, it's because of these lived experiences, what we've been through, how we were raised, what type of childhood we had, what type of experiences we had with people, just
mhm,
people.
yeah, like we hold on to things unknowingly.
Yes. Yes, and we
And
carry that shit
yeah,
with us until the day we decide we've had enough.
hmm
But
and
what's cool about
like,
like the compassion part of it is like, holy shit, me too, and when you can
hmm
see like, ooh, that person's energy is like maybe they've been through something similar to, my biggest hurt or my biggest trauma. Maybe they've been through something like that or even worse. How can I sit
yeah,
here and judge that? All I can do is like have love and understanding and a big fat like fucking energetic hug for that because me too. And when we see each other in that way, it unifies us rather than whatever the fuck else is going on around here.
yeah, for sure. Because it's without like that big love, like what do we have? Like really?
Dick. Can I say
Yeah,
that? Oh, it's my podcast.
yeah, I like it.
Like that's the word I choose to. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah. But yeah, so what else did you say? We talked about human design. We talked about shadow work, and there was one other nugget you said after that, I thought. So your
Mm,
self-discovery coaching.
yeah.
Like when somebody's like, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I don't know what to do with my life. I feel like I don't have a sense of purpose. What is my, what do Is that like the
Yeah.
type of person you help?
Yeah. Or even like dealing with the shadow stuff, like when you're just stuck, like something's going on, like I don't know what's happening, like that, like I keep getting triggered by this, or I can't keep a job, or I get scared when I do this. Like all of those things are all pieces of self-discovery. It's not necessarily like what do I want to be when I grow up, but who am I meant to be? Like that's what we're really going for. Like
Yeah,
why am
bigger.
I here? Yeah, like so much bigger than that. Like, why do I feel this way about things? Or, like all of the things, like learning yourself in and out, really.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love watching the light bulbs, like when people start to just really, it's starting to make sense because it's like, that's what lights me up
Yeah.
is when I can light someone else up. Like those are the things that like really just give me all the feels. Like
Oh, I know. I know. So good. It's just what you do.
it's what I'm meant to be here for.
Yeah, it is.
Be
Like,
on
and
my
you're
own self-discovery journey.
Yeah, yes. And your light just shines brighter and brighter. And I am so grateful that that day at that dinner, you stood up and said what you said because it is showing. And I am so grateful that the people that were there to support you and hold space for you have continued with that energy because you are just a beacon. You
Thank
are
you.
just, oh. Just accept the compliment. I saw that.
Right? I was like, this is a test.
Everything's a fucking test, dude.
It really is.
It really is.
Every single day. And a lesson.
Amazing. Amazing. So do you have anything coming up? Is there any like events that you're doing that people might be able to find you or
So
anything like
we're
that?
actually, I have a course coming up. It's called the Alignment Code. It's a crash course in human design, $99 online, 4 Sundays. And they'll be like about like 60 to 90-minute sessions, and it's going to be so great. And I'm working with one of the women that start founded the Juliet Connection, and we're working together for this. So I'm really excited for it.
OMG, that's amazing.
Yeah, we start
Yeah.
the Sunday after Easter, and then we're done before Mother's Day. So
Oh, something to look forward to. I'll be sure to put all of the info and how to like reach you and how to find you and how to like connect and do all these things. I'll make sure I put that in the show notes. But other than that, is there anything
you're
else
so
you
great.
wanted to share or
I'm just so freaking grateful for you. Like you have
Oh.
zero idea like how much you make me just shine.
Same,
Like
same, same. And that's like that connection thing and that mirror thing. Like we're all just reflections of each other. And when we see the light in somebody else, it means that we too contain that light and we're just supposed to fucking hose the entire world off with that. And that's what you inspire me to do too. You are just so pure. Thank you.
oh gosh, no, thank you. I'm so excited.
Thank you. I'm excited too. So say your website again. I mean, I'll have it.
LindseyStump.co.
And you can find everything there.
Yeah,
Right.
all the things. Yeah.
All the things, all the things.
And
And
I
you're on
do,
social too.
yep. Yeah. Lindsey Stump Self Discovery Coach is on Facebook and the Self Discovery Coach on Instagram.
Okay.
So
When
I've
I
been,
figure out how to be my own IT guy and I release this episode, I will make sure to put all of those things in there and like try to tag it and you know
yeah.
whatever. I might have to call you for help.
today in IT.
Yay, today in IT. Well, thank you so, so, so much. I love you. And hey, let's like get together in real life, real person soon.
Yes, please. And yes,
And
for
yes,
sure.
D, all of the
Yeah.
above. Okay.
Yes. All
Bye.
right. Bye.